Welcome to Growth Time Live, and today it is about my why, your why, and why it matters. It is one of my favorite lessons of Growth Time. So there I was in my early 30s, and I am saying to myself, Coach, what the Hades is going on? Coach, God, what is your plan? Where is this journey going? I just started back working in the corporate culture with 24-hour fitness again. I was on a 2-year hiatus. I had left because I didn't really align with their vision and values and started an entrepreneurial business partnership that quickly crashed. The partnership burned up and it left the family of 5 and me leading it in financial crisis and chaos for a year. It was miserable. It sucked. Started back with 24-hour fitness and I was just churning and earning, like, where is this going? You see, 10 years earlier, when I had signed up for Coach's team, when I said, okay, God, I want to be on your team and I really want to be involved with you and help others reach their potential. I had a notion that I would speak, that I could be like a voice to tell people about Coach's team and then to also move people to live their best and live to their potential. And 10 years later, like, man, it just seemed kicked to the curb. And there I was thinking, what is the purpose? Where am I supposed to grow? What does this look like, Coach? And what was interesting, I was in leadership at the time. So I started reading leadership books, wanted to improve my skill set. Started reading Maxwell, Covey, loved some John Gordon fables and parables and articles. And what I realized in my learning was that I wasn't very clear on me. My clarity on me was not great. You see, one of the growth time lessons is the power of you. Being clear on your humanity and then being clear on your divinity. When you're clear on both, you play with 100% power. Now, that took me years to learn, but here I was in this space, pretty clear on divinity. I kind of had a clear picture of why God created me, like how he saw me and what he expected of me. But now the expression of that, humanity, and what that brought forth here on earth, that was fuzzy. So I put the work in. It took me about 30 to 40 days, writing out my why, writing out motivation, circling power words, crossing off words that didn't make sense, meditating, getting feedback from others. And at the end of that 40-day journey, I had a clear personal vision statement. And it was to grow and develop leaders' lives through impactful coaching and education so they could reach their maximum potential. That was my motivation, to grow and develop leaders' lives through impactful coaching, training, education so they could reach their max potential. And what was really impactful about this and what took me years to get even clearer on was that personal vision statement not only was my motivation, my why, but it was my unique strength, or call it my superpower. That's where I was uniquely gifted to impact humanity, is growing and developing leaders' lives. And my skill set in that was being refined. That coach was taking me on a journey to refine my ability to grow and develop leaders' lives, to make an impact in them. So that was really interesting. That revelation, that brought a shift, that brought clarity in a couple ways. First, it took a lot, that restlessness, that angst, that uncertainty of what coach was doing. Because I could marry or get unified with where I was in the corporate culture, even though I didn't see a long-term vision for it, and what my purpose was. That, in essence, coach was putting me in a place to grow and develop leaders' lives. And he was refining my personal, like, superpower, call it, to get better at growing and developing leaders' lives through impactful coaching, training, education. So there was unity. There was a part where now my life, the leadership, and the business, the performance all meshed together because they had a unifying why and a superpower was defined. Kind of like Superman, right? I mean, you're a Superman of sorts. I don't know if I view myself fully as a Superman, but the reality is Superman grew up, he had to identify and learn his powers, and then he could use them to make an impact in the world he influenced. No different with Coach. So that journey continued for another 12 years. I grew in that skill set, that ability, and along my journey, I kept focused on that why, that motivation. And then part of the journey of growth time was last year. Crisis, like pain, adversity, Career with 24-hour fitness in the corporate culture, eliminated, role eliminated. Company went through a BK, reorganized. And there I am thinking, okay, what does it look like? What's the next step on this journey? The empowering part was I still had a clear purpose for my humanity, to grow and develop leaders' lives. The expression of that, work with a coach, prayer, meditation, journaling, was that birth forth growth time, where leadership, life leadership, and business all come together to help people reach their potential. So that's a journey. Now getting into coaching, speaking, and educating, and group training. It's an expression. So that's where things shifted and changed 13 years ago in my early 30s. And what if I knew that when I was in my 20s? What if I got clarity on that early in life? How much more impactful would maybe that journey been? So that's why I want to leave some thoughts today. What is your why? What is your motivation? What is your unique power? And will you do the work to get one clear vision statement for what that is? It's work. It's a grind. It will take you time to formulate thoughts and ideas and write them all out and do the hard work to identify strong power words that resemble you and you identify within your humanity. Go do the work. And in that, you're probably going to be unsure or confused. Let coach help you. Let coach, and I'm happy to help you support your journey. I've seen it with people. I've seen it with clients. As you get clear on your why, and that superpower is manifested, you play with strength. You play with confidence. And people follow confidence. So do the work. Find your why. Get clear on it. And why does it matter? Well, here's why it matters. Because people are depending upon you. There's people out there depending upon you to live your purpose, to get clear on your humanity. There's people that are meant to be influenced and inspired and developed and grown and do great things in their journey in life. When you live out your why, when you live out your motivation, people are depending upon you, your family, your workers, communities, people you haven't even met, because you want to do something big. You want to impact people at a big level. And it's dependent upon you getting clear on your motivation, your why. It's dependent upon you understanding and refining that superpower. So that is one of the great lessons of Growth Time. Get your why. Your why matters. So hopefully those thoughts moves you into action. Let's connect for some support. But what time is it? It is always growth time.